Hello, everyone. It is Shay in Silver Lake, Oregon. It is January 30th, 2026. It's 53 degrees. It's currently 2:58 in the afternoon. There's a 9-mile-an-hour wind. Today, our high was 53. Our low was 32. And like I said, it's currently, 2:59. This is our 20th day on our walk challenge. And if you caught yesterday's video, I hope that you're thinking about how to start your challenge or what kind of challenge that you're going to be doing. And as you notice that I started the video where I left off yesterday on the walk, like I don't know if you guys have been noticing that or not, but where I've ended it, I walk to where I end it and then pick it up from there and continue. I thought it was a suggestion by a subscriber and creator from Late for the Pepper Party with J&L. She's always got some great ideas. Anyway, back to our challenges. I hope that you're just looking around in your bubble of the world, in your space, and thinking of different challenges that you can think of, like drinking more water, going for a walk, cleaning out drawers and shelves, or a corner in the garage, or finishing those projects, or becoming a weekend warrior, challenging yourself. So anyway, I hope that you're still thinking about all that stuff. And, or you can check with yesterday's video on some of the ideas that we talked about. So the topic today, I thought, would be, what is it like living in Silver Lake, Oregon? Because it's a very small town. Maybe 50 or 60 people live right here directly in town, and then a couple hundred on the outskirts. And the wind's picking up. Fold the mic in. I've lived in quite a few places. I was originally born in Cook Hill, Oregon. I went to high school in Bandon. Went to school in Reno because I lived in Reno for part of my life. I've lived pretty much from Crescent City, Brookings, Gold Beach, Port Orford, Langlois, Bandon, Coos Bay, Cook Hill, Myrtle Point, Reedsport. Lived in all those places. My parents moved around a lot when I was younger, so I went to a lot of different schools, but all in the same county or area. Lived in Reno, out in Stead, and then I've also lived in Las Vegas, off Durango Drive, for those people, if there's anybody here from Vegas. I've also lived in San Diego and LA. So, and I've lived over in Central Point, Oregon. I've lived in a lot of different places and been to a lot of different places. I've been out of the country before. So, that gives you an idea of what it's like that I've lived in a variety of places. I pretty much can adapt anywhere. I actually enjoy living in this very small town. It's a very slow lifestyle. Not a lot going on, People are very laid back, but they're very private, and at the same time, they are very kind. It's a very Christian area. Everybody's very Christian. Everybody's very, they're eager to help, but they also do like their privacy. It's a kind of like when you wake up every day, it's kind of like, what am I going to do today? Some people have set schedules that they do, but a lot of people are retired out here. And, gotta get, you do spend less on items like going out to dinner, movies, things like that. You don't spend any money on because there's no place near here that you can really catch fast food or anything like that. Your needs out here are pretty simple because you just kind of get into routines, and you go to bed early. You tend to get up really early. Like, I get up before the sunrise. I'm always peeking out the window seeing if it's gonna be a spectacular one or not. There's a lot more privacy out here. Yeah, maybe people in a small town, they do hear like some of the bigger things that happen, but on a whole, you do have a lot more privacy. You don't have as many close friends stopping by all the time. You tend to talk to them on the phone more than you do in person. I would say it's very affordable. That's another thing, because again, you're not spending money on a bunch of, stuff that's, real convenient because you're driving past it. The views, the big skies, like, ooh, those are tough. And at nighttime, like, I really wish my camera was good because the stars are like right there. The moon is so close. Like, it's so at nighttime, it's like, phew, the stars seem so close. The moon seems so close. It's, you have plenty of time to read and relax. And some people might not be big readers, but you'd be surprised if you get into a good book. And the whole, like, everybody's Christian out here. That's because they have time to read the scriptures and talk about it with people, with each other. Hey, you know what I read today? Or, like that kind of stuff. Like, they're eager to share God's word with each other and talk about it. And because they, it's a slow down lifestyle. Those trees look pretty cool. There's not any real political nonsense. I would say. Oh, they got something burning over there. People are not into being self-righteous or trying to be better than one another out here. It's more, good vibing. They want, it looks like that's an apple. That's interesting. More like they just would rather have topics of conversations that are more friendly and non-controversial. So I would say we have no to low crime. If there is crime, they usually figure it out within a matter of a week or so. I'm not saying that some things aren't solved or whatever, but on a whole, it's pretty laid back, type. You know everybody that works in the whole area, from here to Christmas Valley to Fort Rock to Summer Lake, every clerk. Look, I'm upset about gas prices. It jumped up to $3.59, but we're not going to focus on that. But you tend to know everybody, the mechanics, the farmers, things like that. So customer service is like a step up because you personally know each other. So there's no like real customer service issues or anything like that. Nobody's trying to scam you for your last buck. You know, like your neighbor doesn't want to scam you because you live next door to each other and everybody's going to know. So there's not a lot of that kind of stuff going on. It's more of, oh no, I helped you out. And when you do try to reward them, most people will try to reject it, and you got to really kind of push, no, please, you know, take this. It's kind of more like that kind of a vibe. Okay, the sunrises and sunsets are on point. When the sky is clear, like, I'm not anticipating one tonight, but man, they are just, whoa, like unbelievable. You tend to spend more time with your animals. That's like a really cool thing because, you know, we only have a short time with our animals. Oh, look, he's got some dogs in his truck. He's got like five dogs. You do get less emergency calls from friends or family members because you're not just like in the city right down the road. Come pick me up at X and X bar. It's an emergency. You know, there's always that. You do experience all 4 seasons. Yeah. Look at that. Right there. You do experience all 4 seasons. That's pretty cool. And, like, you do get to experience the wildlife and all that kind of stuff. All right, we're at 12 minutes, 13 minutes. So peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. Have a wonderful day, week, hour, minute, month, second, year. You know the schmill. Don't forget to rewind and be kind, including to yourself. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And, what was it? Like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.